Dankeschön. Es kommt Zeit von jedem Konzert, an jedem Konzert, wo man seine Jungs muss vorstellen. Ladies and Gentlemen, an der Gitarre, Andreas the Cage Volker! On the drums, Johannes Josmith.
There we go. Okay, okay. Are the replays all this part? Okay.
Hello, everyone. It's time for the Omlette du Fromage, episode 19 today. We had to postpone from yesterday since there was the all inspirational cast going on, and we wouldn't want to cannibalize our viewers. Today, the Scotsman decided to finally take a day off to help me cast. With me is Total Havoc.
Been a while.
It's been
a while.
A long while, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I try not to think about it.
That was brutal, man. Jeez.
It's only once a year I'll live. I'll get a nice little paycheck at the end of the month.
That's something, you know. Just gonna go ahead and invite you to my party.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna give up on life.
Don't know what you just did, but you just sounded very, very muffled, so don't do that again.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Are you kidding?
Maybe.
There's two of them that are. You know.
Oh.
Old. So we're gonna do those first, I guess. That would be 1 and 4. So we're gonna start with 1.
Just give me 2 seconds. How can you still not spell my name right?
It's just for me, okay? So that I know who's I didn't. I'm sorry. But it sounds like it has 2 ends. I can't help it. It's Glyn. It's not Glyn. Is it? Is it Glyn?
It's Glenn.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, we're gonna do number 1 first, and then we're gonna do number 4.
Okay, well, I'm loading up number 1 right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause at 5 seconds something. I don't know.
I'll pause at 4. Since we keep me
I'll
have
pause
playback.
at 8 and you pause at 4. That might work. I don't know. You're usually way ahead by the time anything happens, so.
Don't know how that happens.
Yeah, me neither. It's super weird, but oh well.
I am ready when you are.
I'm still loading, actually. And now I need to wait until it's 8 seconds. I'm at 8. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm not sure I have game sound. Or if it's just... Give me a sec. Oh wait, did it pause now? Did it? Of course it paused. God damn it. We're gonna have to do it again. Let's just fix something real quick. Okay. So, I'm at 15 now. Where are you?
14.
Okay, it's 3, 2, 1, go. In the top left, we have the Blue Zerg, Mr. Barcode.
Mr. Anonymous.
Yes, we don't know who he is. We don't know what he does. But we know who he's facing off against.
And in the bottom right, we have the red turn for all inspiration. We have Bunny Willis.
Indeed, our GM Terran.
TVZ.
I don't think we had many TVZs actually.
Not really, which is strange because it seems to be one of the more popular matchups.
Indeed, I mean it's the classic. It's like what. There's no matchup as classic as TVZ. I mean, it's how it all started, right? Protoss just came into the campaign like that guy that always comes late to the party, you know?
Me.
You're always late? You're that guy? Really?
I'm never on time for anything ever.
Okay.
Apart from if it's like really important.
Okay. We apologize for the poor sound quality on Glenn's part, but he's working with his mobile phone and he doesn't have a headset there either, so that's why.
Yeah. I woke up and stood on it.
That's smart.
I put it somewhere safe, and during the night it decided it didn't like it and wanted to move.
Yeah, well, I don't sleep in the same room where my PC is, so that's never gonna happen to me. But I've broken my fair share of headsets. I mean, that stuff just happens.
Yeah. I'll live. I'll get a new one soon.
Anyway, there's a Reaper moving out and Zergling's moving in, so of course.
And the Zerglings decide to go round the Reaper.
Which is a smart decision.
Yeah,
but is there anything
prep-
to deter the Reaper at home? There is a queen. Okay.
Yeah, Reaper shouldn't do much, and if he wanted to, it's pretty much a guaranteed cancel on this natural.
Well, and this is not a wall. I don't know how you fuck up that wall. I mean, come on, really? Dude, seriously? How do you fuck up that wall? I mean, he reacts nicely by getting... He gets the... He doesn't get the CC cancel. And he pulls his... he mineral walks his workers through, so... He gets the links, but still, how do you fuck up that wall? Seriously.
How do you mess up an attack where everything goes perfectly? Not even cancel the natural?
Yeah, because he decided to go up the ramp instead of attacking the natural with everything.
Are we sure this is GM and not like Silver?
Yeah, well, the Terran reacted perfectly as well, so gotta give the Terran some credit here, man. Yeah.
But more on the Berg's part, like, he had an easy way to stop that natural and just failed.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have mattered because there were so many SCVs, you know? You just drag the new SCV down and the natural finishes anyway.
It's still good for wasting time.
I think he could have gotten more done if he just stayed below with the lings. He could have delayed the net. Well, this is still not walled in, by the way, right? This is still open, so...
Yeah.
Terran's gonna have a bad time because there's lots of links coming now. I mean... It's
an unusual decision.
You don't even need to Baneling bust here, you just run the fuck in and kill everything. It's, why bust? You don't need to bust.
Oh god. Yeah, you get to bust without the investment.
There's even more links coming now because, you know, that's how we roll. There's lots of Marines, but if he catches him out of position...
I was about to say he's got to the point in Marines where he could just block the ramp off completely, but
he's not at the ramp, right? I mean,
yeah. Now he's just not even got that option.
Pretty sure that's enough links to kill everything here, but he manages to wall off some with his workers on hold, so didn't really get anything done. And this is definitely a wall now, so.
It only took until the 5-minute mark, but Terran now has a wall.
Well, the wall's not gonna hold long though. There's 14 banelings morphing in, and that's definitely gonna be enough to take that down. I think 14.
I'll change that to, he had a wall for 15 seconds.
Yeah, and oh, boom. Okay, that wasn't too bad. The Wither mine. Oh, the Wither mine. Oh god, that was a super clutch hold, man.
The Withermine got about 8 banelings.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Still a lot of reinforcements coming up that ramp though.
Yeah, but
the choke seems to be enough.
Marine's in the perfect spot there, and this is very well held by Bunny here, with a bit of luck, of course. That Widowmine just burrowed in the perfect timing. And I don't think Zerg can recover from this economically. I mean, he has 3 bases, yes, but he wasted a lot of larvae. He has only like 6 workers on his net. And Terra is fully saturated, so...
Very hard to come back from. Widowmine. No. Come on.
Yeah, there's no more banelings, and lings are just not gonna break this.
Ooh.
Bit of a weird cheese attempt here by the barcode. I mean, he got in pretty nicely, but didn't really do anything.
Yeah, the micro on the Zerg's part did seem to be a little bit lacking.
For GM level, I would say so, yes.
Yeah, he seemed to just sort of move in and leave them.
Probably would have worked. I don't know. Well, the Widowmine was the nail in the coffin. I mean,
yeah,
if
that
was
would
8 banelings to a Widowmine, and yeah, it's not gonna
if
work.
those banelings had made it to the units, then that could have been a very different game.
White Ninja just joined our merry little band. So let's actually not do game 4, let's actually do 2. If you don't mind.
Sure, we'll just log in.
Let's do 4 last. So then we can... there we go. There he is.
Yeah, I logged in
himself. And we're gonna cast your replay, the one that you sent me yesterday. Let's see what you got. Ooh, it's a PVZ. We have lots of Zerg stuff going on today.
Yeah, I could say something about that, but let's not.
Yeah, let's not spoil it, man.
No, I'm saying about Zerg being in a lot of the cheesy replays.
Yeah, well, Zerg doesn't really have creative cheese at the moment, though. There's really nothing around. There's Nidusworm fucked up now for cheese. There's like a proxy hatch. Yes, I agree. That's a nice skin. Actually, you're gonna do that one. Introduce our Zerg, please.
Okay. The top left, we have the blue Zerg, Olympus.
Olympus. Facing off versus yourself. It's all inspirations. X Total Havoc!
I can't wait to unlock all the skins for these buildings. I like the Dark Protoss buildings.
Oh yeah, I like the Simulant Zerg ones as well. I'm done with the war chest for now, so...
Yeah, I'm just waiting on the new ones.
When will the new one be released?
A couple of days. I'm sure when I seen yesterday, it was like 4 days or something.
Is that when the season ends? No, right? Season's not gonna end 4 days. It's gonna take a bit longer, like I think a week or 10 days more.
Something like that, yeah.
Well, we have a Havoc probe spotting an early pool. Immediately he knows what to do because he has been well trained by me. It's literally everything I do to him. Cheese him hard. But
the best place probe ever to stop the hatchery.
Oh, I hate that. That tilts me so hard.
In the wrong place now that I see it.
Yeah, it's a bit to the right, I think.
Yeah. It's not stopping at anything apart from me.
With an early pool, there's usually not a fast hatch behind, so. But of course, if you can then stop, delay it further, then it's gonna be super nice. But yeah, it's a bit out of place there.
Yeah,
that's
probe did its job well.
That's a bit unfortunate. Anyway,
I got to see the perfect timing.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. You're starting to break off again from time to time.
And the amazing forgetting to put it on hold position micro.
Yeah, why the fuck would the Zealot that... His only job is to stand in that wall and die for the glory of Ire, and he decides to walk out so the Zergling can move in.
Yeah, it wasn't the best. He had a bit of a bad memory.
Yeah, now that... And now... Oh, he's even blocking you from... Oh... Doomed to the Zealot. Doomed to ire. Oh, and he lets you build it. Okay. Well, at least he only got one in. If he had like 3 or 4 in, you'd be fucked now. You... Oh, even... He cancels it. Okay, well, you're fucked. No, you're not. He won't get the pylon in time. You're fine. There we go. The next one goes into the wall, I hope. Oh no, it's an adept.
Like, that zealot really was not meant to be a zealot.
Oh, okay. Well, the Lings are almost dead. At least one of them is. And the adept is going to make short work of the other one because adept OP. There we go. Cancelling the pylon. And there's a big flock of Lings coming in. And I'm not sure how you're going to defend this. I mean, Zealot's gonna die. Oh, that's gonna be clutch. Nope. Oh, Jesus, man, it's the second time. What the fuck are you doing, man?
I don't know, I made this game quite hard for myself.
Why isn't he attacking the pylon?
I've even got my adept stuck on the wrong side of the wall.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But why isn't he attacking the pylon? I don't understand. He should have killed the pylon behind. Like a long time ago. Oh well. This is over. I mean, he's never getting in now with the shield battery coming up. He might try to bust his way through. I mean, there's still a hole once the pylon goes down.
I mean, yeah, there's still only one adept. It's not great. There's a lot of Lings.
Yeah.
With even more still showing up. And another adept on the wrong side.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to build them on this side when you're behind a wall. I mean...
Yeah, I didn't think about the placement too greatly.
Yeah, just taking down the building that is actually not relevant to your wall, which is kind of fortunate. I mean... But he gets more surface area on that pylon now, so... But now you can force field, so... See what he does at home. He does absolutely fucking nothing. He's still on 11 probes, 3 on gas.
Down the spire.
Yeah, that's a super ballsy follow-up.
Yeah, it's not that stupid though, since I only have a few adepts.
Yeah, I mean, and you're down to 1 gateway now, but he's not gonna get out a lot of mutas. I mean, what's it gonna be like? 3 mutas, 5 at most, of 1. You are well now 2 gas now. That guy should have been mining gas a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like from 2 gas or even 3 or 4 if you want to go. He's going one base muta and the 1 base is not even saturated. I mean, that's not gonna work out. He's still got a lot of links, but he's not getting anything done because he's scared of a few adepts.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea to be scared of some adepts behind the wall though.
Yeah, but he could still take down the gateway and try to do something at least. I mean, or prepare a drop. I mean, he's got lair tech. Why is he not dropping?
I don't know.
He could just drop a sentry and wall you out. Oh wait, no, that's what you fuckers do to us. We can't do that to you. That's right. That hasn't been done so many times lately. I don't know why, because that's...
It doesn't really work as well anymore.
Yeah, that's true, man. He can't drop because there's no overlord over here. Jeez, what the fuck? What league are you in again?
Silver, I think.
This can't possibly be plat, man. That's not possible. No plat is this bad. How are Zergs this bad in plat? What the fuck?
He was plat 1 as well.
Plat 1, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's 5 mutas out now, like 7 minutes into the game. I think if you build 3 more sentries, you can hold that with sentries actually.
I don't like sentries. I don't know if you know that.
If I remind correctly, there was a micro battle war, 5 sentries versus 5 mutas, and the sentries with the shield won, I think.
Yeah, they should always win.
Because believe it or not, but sentries actually counter mutas. It's unbelievable, but it's sentry can't do shit, but he can kill mutas.
The shield's
Yeah.
a secret.
Yeah, I mean, usually you wouldn't know that, but it's totally true. I know this because it was in Micro Wars.
Yeah.
See, even our grandmaster confirms it in the chat. See?
Yeah. I expected them to harass with the mutas, so I had stalkers at my bases, and then realized they just
Yeah. Why the fuck would you use mutas on a straight-on battle? Mutas suck in a straight-on fight. That's a desperation move. I mean, you go pick up a few workers, build workers behind. You're fine. You're gonna recover building on the base. And now Protoss just moves across the map and kills you because basically this is a death ball at this stage of the game. What are you gonna do versus this? There's way too much stuff.
Oh, as a little bit of a side note, you were actually audience to this game. This was the very first game I played. It was the one where I spent the whole time going, uh-oh.
I was in chat. I was in Discord.
Yeah, you were talking to me.
Oh, well.
This was the game where I was panicking, going, I've messed up.
He didn't mess up, though. I mean, okay, you messed up the whole position, but then, I mean, okay, you would have probably died versus me if it that messed up, to be honest, but...
Yeah, like, I messed up badly. Like, the only reason
you should have been dead.
He
but
messed
then again,
up even worse.
the Zerg was probably his first game as well, coming back after the 2-year hiatus, so we shouldn't hate too much on Olymp. I mean, you never know what state he was in. I mean, this is a sizable chunk of links, but it's not going to be enough to do anything here, especially now with the shields.
Yeah, he's sitting in the fields.
Mutas, as we said, it's never a good idea to attack with mutas into anything other than workers, unless you have, like, I don't know, 20 of them with upgrades, then maybe, yeah. There we go. That was a unexpected win, one might say.
It was unexpected for me, I can tell you that.
Yeah, for me as well. Moving on.
I wish I still had that old replay I had. There was an old replay I had where it was a PvP and I basically got DT rushed and lost all my units and managed to survive and come back for like rebuilding all my probes and like defending with one Archon. It was amazing.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds pretty lit, but in the bottom left, we have what I would assume is an alias of our very good friend, our Belgium Terran, whose name shall not be spoken. It's Kruger, the blue Terran. Facing off.
And the top right, we have the red Zerg, EXE, who will hopefully work.
Well, it looks like a proxy hatch. Because...
Yeah, so very strange to see a drone so quick across the map.
I mean, I do this versus randoms, and then if it's Terran or a Protoss, I proxy hatch them. And I do this versus Protoss, and I proxy hatch them. That would have worked. I mean, that would have delayed the wall enough to send stuff in here, but now it's never going to work because he can't build any... actually he does. Oh, God. That's... Because normally you can't build anything if an SCV is following you. There's just no way.
Yeah, the hatchery's just too big.
Yeah, I mean... Is it actually building up? Nope. It's getting destroyed. This will not... I'm assuming there was a pause. This will not finish, actually. It will be destroyed shortly. Apparently 6 SCVs is enough to kill a hatch while building. Take notes, dear Terrans.
I'm pretty sure it's the same for every race. Because they all do the same damage.
Probably, yeah. Well, you need to notice it quick enough. The problem is when you proxy hatch down here, Usually it doesn't get noticed until the hatch is half full, and then you need more than 6, obviously, because it's gonna finish.
Just constantly building his gas.
Yeah, he wants to keep the probe alive, man. The probes have rights, you know. He's nicely expanding behind it though, so he's not missing his macro just because.
Yeah, he's keeping the Reaper at home as well.
Yeah.
Because that was a good like minute where the Reaper wasn't on the Zerg side of the map.
Yeah, I mean he's still gonna be able to scout. There's no speed on the way yet. I guess he doesn't have enough gas yet, so it's gonna delay him a bit with the speed, and thus the Reaper can still find some damage maybe. But on this map it's pretty tough because you... actually no, you could jump up there, but the Lings are waiting already. He will check the third now, and then he might jump up and he might get trapped by the Lings. Especially if the Queen can soften him up a bit. Ooh, that was ballsy. I think he's one hit away from dying.
I'm always surprised by how easy it is for the Reaper to actually get away from the Queen, but then I remember it's only got stupid long range in the air.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not used to Queens like sniping stuff like the other side of the screen.
Oh, look, Kruger is actually going old school cloaked Banshee, not the new battle cruiser bullshit.
I've not actually seen that yet.
Oh, I have.
I want
Jesus.
to see it actually.
God damn it, man, it's so annoying.
We'll have to get a replay of you.
Yeah, I will give you one once it happens again. Oh, he misjudged the distance a bit there. He should still get the Reaper though. Probably. Maybe if he moves the Queen correctly. Yes. Okay. At least he gets the Reaper. Reaper sees absolutely everything though.
Yes, a very late speed. Like it's going to be at least like 5 minutes before his speed finishes.
Yeah, he should really get some units. I mean, he's getting spores, at least one. I see one. Yeah, at the at the expansion. But he doesn't really have anything to deal with those Hellions, and if they go across the map, they're gonna kill everything.
Yeah, he's only got the one spore crawler as well.
I mean, it's so sad that Kruger didn't march along immediately after finishing these Hellions, because then he could have found so much damage. He still might. I mean, there's like, what, 6 Lings out? Nah, 18 now, okay. Yeah, 18 is gonna be enough.
A lot of Hellions. It's like, oh, it's Hellbats.
Oh, jeez, okay. 18's not enough. That's why he waited, probably. 18's definitely not enough for this. I mean, this is a brutal push. Those Hellbats have so much DPS, especially versus probes and Lings.
You can kill all the larvae in like 2 seconds just by accident.
Yeah, look how quickly though. I mean, 6 Hellions or even 7, 8 Hellions could never take down a hatchery. It would take forever. Those Hellbats just go in and like, oh, let's roast this now. But
10 seconds.
Baneling's a good answer versus Hellbats, and that's too many for the Banshees to pick up. He splits them up.
Ooh.
And yeah, that wasn't really effective. But now the Lings might be able to.
Yeah, there's only 2, 3 Hellbats left. It's not.
Well, one Hellbat is enough to kill all these probes, all these drones, though.
There is another one, but it seems to have taken a break.
Yeah, and this one is not focusing on the important stuff, so... If you're watching Kruger, you should have really killed those drones instead of the Queen.
And fire that Hellbat.
Well, he's just staying here because it's nice and slimy down there in the creep. So, who are we to judge him? There are weird fetishes out there, man. Don't judge the Hellbat.
Yeah, but he's in a big metal suit, so he can't even enjoy it.
Yeah, maybe that's why he enjoys it. He enjoys the view, you know. And then he dies in a fiery explosion to some weird small Zerg things. fruit flies. Banshee's not the best thing versus Lings, though.
Yeah, no realize.
But 6 Hellions
Not
are.
really.
More Lings are coming out. And the Hyperflight Rotor for the Banshees, that is so evil. I mean, what are you gonna do versus... I mean, the only thing that you can do versus Terran that gets Hyperflight Motor is basically to kill him before he gets it, because after that, it's gonna be so fucking annoying. You can't deal with it, it's too fast, you can't kill them. They will be in and out in seconds. And they are moving across the map. The Hellions down here, trying to defend versus these fruit flies. If they can get in a good position, they will be able to, and I think might just be able to cancel out somewhat. No. Banshees have to come back. Hyperflight Rotor will be done shortly though. Push is cleaned up. 13 mutas are on the way. But mutas are not fast enough to deal with Hyperflight Rotor Banshees.
Yeah, and he does manage to actually kill the Lings before the upgrade finishes, so the Zerg might not actually see this. Because the Overlords are away as well.
I don't know, is there a visual cue for this even? I don't know.
Yeah, there's like jet from out the back here.
Like the little jets now that you can see. Is that it? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure that's what it is. Cause
is he gonna see them with the mutas? Oh, they just so barely miss each other. Does he have air defense though? No, he does not. So those mutas are gonna find their damage.
They're so fast. Like mutas are ridiculous.
Fucking ridiculous, man.
It makes them look slow.
Believe me, that's like one of the worst upgrades to deal with as Zerg. There's nothing more annoying than Hyperflight, because you can't catch them. They're gonna be in there killing a hatchery, you know. Boom, there you go, and then they're gone. Oh, that was a money shot on those mutas. One more, they're all gone. Oh, oh, those Taurs just came out in the nick of time. But the mutas survived. Mutas survived, and they're gonna heal up.
That was pretty much his entire army went down.
Yeah, he's gonna lose those siege tanks as well. And Thor's gonna be in position to defend soon. But he lost a lot of value here. And Lings are coming in as well now.
Yeah, this is turned into quite a scary attack.
Yeah, there's Hellbats though with blue flames. No way those Lings are gonna do much here. They kill a Thor at least, but wasting all these mutas here was a really, really bad choice for the Zerg. As mentioned before, you should never try to engage directly, especially into Thors. I mean, he had Lings, but blue bats will kill those really fast. Not sure if it's a one shot, but it's not more than 2. And they have AoE, like super AoE. It's what, like 160 degrees AoE, I think? Something like that?
Yeah, something crazy like that. It's pretty much
crazy.
Everything in front of them.
Yeah. Well, Kruger is way ahead now in income, probably due to mules. Zerg is mining more gas off and is preparing his 4th base. He's also up in workers. Let's see if he can do something with those Hyperflight Rotor Banshees.
He is moving across the Hydra Bane though, so it is quite a good counter for this.
That's true, but I mean, Hydras will never catch these Banshees, sorry. Look at it. Even on creep, the Hydras are too slow. What the fuck, Blizzard? Seriously? What? Who thought of this? How are you gonna kill it?
Just remember, that upgrade only costs 100.
The only way to kill these Banshees is to yank them with a tier 3 Viper and have Hydras ready underneath to shoot. Otherwise, you're never gonna kill this if the Terran is careful with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it only costs about the same as one Hydra to put onto every Banshee.
Yeah. I mean, banshees are still pretty useless otherwise, but to harass it's super good. Of course, if you blunder them...
Oh, the meters. The full meters.
Ow. Damn it, man.
I mean, the Banshees are finally dead, but so's all the Zerg.
Yeah, there's still some Hydras retreating, but look at Terran's army. I mean, 5 Thors. He's even gonna build a PF here in the wall, I think. Though that would be a bit weirdly overkill. I don't think Kruger realizes how far ahead he is in army supply. I mean, Zerg doesn't have a bank. He could just probably move across the map and kill him, but why? I mean, he's doing great.
As a PF.
Okay. He's getting +3 vehicle weapons, which will make the siege tanks and well, basically everything even more deadly. Taking his 3rd base as well now. His 4th base as well now. And Zerg did as well. Finally established his base on the opposite side of where it was initially placed. And we're gonna see some swarm hosts. Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, it's a good answer to mech. If you can handle them.
It's also risky.
Why?
If he sends out a wave at the wrong time and gets caught off guard, then he has no units to defend at all.
Well, he has a sizable army of Hydra and Ling and some Banes, so that should be okay. Since Terran doesn't seem to be too keen on just pushing across the map and ending the game. I mean, Kruger is playing pretty defensively here.
I was about to say, is that not just how mech is in general? They don't like leaving their own base.
Yeah, probably true. I mean, he's gonna send in some annoying Hellions, and if the Zerg doesn't take care, he's just gonna lose drones. I mean, he could have lost drones there. The army just moved past him. There's more hyperflight road direction going on down here, but by now there's
some dead Banshees.
yeah, there's lots of defense and detection and stuff going on everywhere.
It's actually a lot of Swan hosts getting built.
Yeah, it's a lot of dead weight if he can't use them. Let's see.
Yeah, there's like 13, 14 on the field and another 11 just finishing being built. So there must be about 25. It's a lot.
19 are on the field, 4 more, so 23.
Yeah.
That's
a lot of Swan host.
Well, he can now, of course, do it in 2 waves. I mean, that's gonna be helpful. Basically, halves the cooldown. A bit out of position here by Kruger. Those tanks shouldn't be in the front ever. Loses 2 of them. And of course, an entrenched position is very, very vulnerable to those pesky Lotus. But Thor is not too bad actually to deal with them. He should probably lend them, but then the siege tanks might be able to take them off. So,
yeah, there's so many Thors now that I don't know if the Locust can actually make it. Well, because that AoE damage does a lot.
He would have to land them early, but then the tanks would attack them because they're not really fast, so probably better to attack somewhere around here where there's not too many Thors. Like use the mobility that you have, spread some more creep, maybe use the Nidus to move them, something like that. Because that's a crazy number, 29. So Tech 4, are you seeing this? This is so many swarm hosts, man. Yeah, but the Locusts can't really land on the Thors. I mean,
yeah, like pretty much none of that wave actually made it to the ground.
Yeah, well, like maybe 5. Oh, blundering an infestor into the Terran army, that's not good. Even lips are out now.
Yeah. I think he just needs to sort of abuse the mobility, try and attack the other side.
Yeah, but I think Terran can just move in here and kill the third and the fourth, and just. I mean, he's gonna do damage here, but oh, he even pulled the tanks away. That's not good. That PF's gonna die, and then probably the rest of the defenses as well.
Yeah, but I don't know. He can't stop this giant Terran army that's now in his base.
No, with what? Yeah, man, it's a crazy number of Swarmos, but it's also a crazy number of Thors. And I mean, he can try to base trade, but we all know what happens if you try to base trade versus a Terran and you're not Terran yourself. Just fucking lose. because they're just gonna float one of their buildings into a corner of the map, and eventually you're gonna run out of air, and he's gonna kill you. I mean, Zerg's gonna lose all of its tech because he didn't spread it out like a sane, like no sane Zerg spreads out his tech too far. There's some, but I don't think it's prudent to do. But doesn't look like he wants to move up the map, does he? Yeah, he does. Okay, going for the throat here. Once this hive goes down, Zerg's back in Stone Age. Of course, there's also an army, and there's nothing down here really except some missile turrets.
Yeah, I think the Zerg's going to have trouble getting up into that main as well with that many Liberators sitting there.
Yeah.
I can't.
Though, I mean, yeah, he doesn't need to get up into the main. He can just locust his way in there. But, I mean, Terran's winning the space trade. That's how it is. He doesn't even know about the secret base in the top left, I believe. Does he? No, he has no idea. He doesn't even know of the fourth. Well, he must suspect it, but he doesn't know it, and but still,
he's just running out of time. Like, the longer he lets this Terran army destroy stuff, the worse position he's in.
I mean, it's gonna be close still, because Terran still has a lot to kill, but he could basically split up his army if he wanted to. There's still 2 bases, and those locusts are gonna attack into the main, I would suppose. Are they not? Yeah. No, they're not. Okay.
He needs to actually damage this main though, because the Terran's still got a bank, so he can actually produce stuff.
Yeah, he should have. I think he should have killed the production first. I mean, this base up here, it's still mining, but yeah, okay, he's dead now. Then again, he can build like what, 5 more bases if he needs to. And he's getting SCVs away, so Terran's moving in the complete the complete opposite direction that he should go.
Yeah, there's a lot of walking around, accidentally avoiding each other.
Yeah, Zerg is supply blocked so hard because all of his overlords were parked in the main.
He does get caught without the force to stop the locust, but it doesn't actually do much damage anyway.
Hellbots are super effective versus locusts as well. Well, I don't know, Seth. I'm not sure that's the case because Terran doesn't lose base trades. It's just how it is. And look at this army. Zerg. There's no way Zerg can take this army head on. Like, the time it would take Zerg to build up enough tech and army to like fight this army, it's like, yeah, but the locusts aren't doing anything. If he locusts into this army, the Thors will shoot the locusts down.
Like, although I don't understand what the Zerg's doing. Like, he does have so much money, but he's not actually spent any of it, like, trying to rebuild structures.
I think he's not aware of the situation that he's in. He's not aware that he's ahead, actually. when it comes to bases and economy. Okay, that actually killed some stuff, so I can see your point. But Terran should just move across the map and kill everything. Of course, Terran wants to rebuild his strength as well, but as long as he kills everything that the Zerg has, he's good.
Oh yeah, the Zerg can't actually rebuild, so if he could try and attack the army while the Locusts are still respawning, but that's easier said than done. Even Swarm Hosts are quite fast.
Why is he building 5 spoke rollers around his base? I mean, he has the money, okay, but why? There's like what, 5 liberators? Maybe he's afraid of the Banshees? Or pissed off about the Banshees, rather? Because there's speed Banshees, if you remember. Also remember, this game started with a proxy hatch. With a failed proxy hatch that died before doing anything.
Yep, and it's now 24 minutes later.
Yeah, it's turned into the base trade eventually, and then stopped being a base trade, and now we're entering the second macro phase of the game. Because the players refuse to kill each other. I mean, that's fair. You don't necessarily have to kill each other to win. Eventually someone's gonna disconnect or get bored, or I don't know.
The good old Terran game plan will just keep playing until you give up on life.
Yeah, that has worked for me occasionally. Banshees are picking off Swarm Hosts now, which is very, very, very good for the Terran. Also, Zerg finally managed to unsupply block himself. After like 5 minutes, I think. Or maybe he got supply blocked again, that might be possible.
He can't actually build anything, though. Like, he's got no buildings apart from being able to build Hydras.
Yeah, also Terran doesn't have defense at home, and there's like 25 Hydras in his main now. Which is slightly...
That's a small
thing. Slightly unfortunate.
It's quite surprising that a turtle mech isn't at his own base to defend it.
Yeah, but those Hydras are forfeit. I mean, they are dead.
Yeah.
And that's a significant... No, that's a significant chunk of army here. I mean, he's gonna take out some production, okay. But guess what? Terran's not using even half of the production, so it doesn't really matter. But of course, eventually you're gonna have to try something. But maybe, you know, just maybe, if he had denied us, he could have exited here, and Terran wouldn't have had any chance to do anything about it. This is actually being repaired by a mule, which is pretty nice. Ooh, and Swarm Hosts are sort of out of position. Locusts managed to land, take out a siege tank and a Thor.
That was actually quite a nice wave.
Yeah, that was a super effective wave. I mean, there's like 3 Thors. That was super cost efficient. But Swarm Hosts are dwindling, and so is the rest of the army that Zerg has. Still didn't... Ah, actually, he got another layer. Okay, that's good. It's also re-expanded to his main, because there was so much stuff there that still needed to be collected. And he's move commanding his army away now, because Swarm Hosts can't fight if they have no Locusts, and that just
does get
basically threw away the game.
Yeah, he's pretty much lost everything there.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as he loses his Swarm Hosts, he's dead. He can't, you can't really engage this army. And
stuck in a corner.
I mean, he's still got 3 Hydras here taking out workers, but in the end, what's gonna matter? You're not gonna take out everything, and you just lost your main mining base. The layer's gonna be next, and then that's just it. It's gonna be cleanup proof, and then the bank is gone. So there's still a huge gas bank, but there's not like just the Protoss can. You can just dump everything into High Templars and make Archons. Zerg doesn't really have just gas units.
Yeah, not easy to get ones anyway. Not when you've lost all your tech like 4
Well,
times.
I think you need at least 100 minerals per unit anyway, even if they cost a lot of gas. But
I mean, even a High Templar costs minerals.
yeah, 50. But I think it's the best mineral gas ratio that you can get, like 1 to 3 in the game.
Probably.
So that's just to dump gas. That's what I meant. You can just dump gas into high temps and make Archons. It's still a good end game unit. But as a Zerg, you don't really have anything to dump gas into.
I'm still surprised the Zerg's still in this.
Yeah, well, he's just being stubborn, I think. Like, never surrender, never retreat. Also, I mean, he doesn't necessarily know that he's dead. I mean, he doesn't know how much the Terran still has. Terran really only has this army here, but guess what? This army is nigh on indestructible.
He does manage to accidentally run all his SCVs into the Zerg base, though.
Into the new Zerg main base. Yeah.
And he sees the Terran coming because it takes so long to get there.
It's like, and Terran's never gonna suspect that there's another base in the empty main base of the Zerg, so maybe that was why he built it there again.
I don't know if the Zerg's got any more drones, though. I don't think he does. Well, he's got 11 still. But he needs to build a...
Yeah, they're here, running across the map, but he needs to mine, and the only place he can mine is from his natural. So, yeah, Zerg is dead. This race! Same. Okay, some little love there in the end. Well, I would be pissed as well after that game. And spend 25 minutes and then just die. That's
is a long time to lose because you clicked wrong once at the end.
yeah. We're actually... No, we're gonna cast number 5 next. Because we're gonna have to reload the game for your replay, White Ninja. But this is one from Nano, and Nano usually doesn't fuck around for 25 minutes before killing his opponent, so I'm confident.
You do realize Nano plays mech.
Yeah, but this won't take long, I guess. I mean, usually if Zerg cheese fails, the Zerg just dies. That's how it happens. So this shouldn't take long, and then we're gonna be doing the great finale, which is White Ninja's game, who threatens to show us the true meaning of cheese. In the top left, we have the blue Terran. It's Banniger from Clan Londo.
Okay, and the bottom right, the red Zerg, we have Yo Mama.
Yo Mama. Is this something like Yokohama? Or is it just a bad Yo Mama joke?
I'm going to go with option 2.
It's also going to be a super early pool.
Yeah, was that a 12 pool or?
12 guess, 12 pool, 12 guess, something like that. And Banniger. I know, is Banniger actually Nano? Is that the way of it? Or is Nano playing Zerg? I don't know. I'm confused.
Nano doesn't really play other races.
Yeah, Florencio wishes you had your MMR, but you wish you had Florencio's cheese, because that shit is unrivaled, man. It's like super creative badassery. It's also an engineering bay going down in the Zerg's natural.
So a one-base roach attack.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to have a spare Evo bay somewhere around the map, you know. especially if the Zerg's not planning to take his suspension anytime soon.
I really hate how Terrans can do this.
Yeah, because Protoss can't, right?
Yeah, but no, like everybody else, it's a commitment. And it's on a time, like it's on a time frame.
Yeah,
Like it can't just stay there forever, and then you get 90% of the money back.
says the race that can warp in buildings out of thin air because magic, right?
Yeah.
It's also there's also expanding going on here because apparently Londo Banniger is not at all worried about this. What I suppose is going to be a Ravager play.
I don't think he's even seen it yet, though.
Well, yeah, I mean, the vision of the... Nope. Because, yeah, see? Because he didn't let Because he didn't let it finish. The vision is not enough. He should have seen it now, though, right?
Yeah, he lost the Reaper. Still decides to change over the factory, though, and nearly lets the roaches into the base.
Yeah, that was super ballsy. I mean, if those roaches get in, you're screwed.
Ooh, that was so close to losing that there.
Yeah. I mean, Marauder is the perfect answer, though. The perfecter answer would be a Banshee, but I'll take a Marauder. We'll take down any number of roaches if you micro it correctly. As long as the roaches are behind the wall, that is.
Ooh, the cycle.
Oh yeah, that's even worse. This is... I don't know, but the Cyclone should be able to kill this easily.
Should be. It's got the speed and the firepower now.
Oh, Cyclones are super slow now, is that correct? Did I see that correctly?
No, they're pretty fast.
Okay. Well, this is held, and I'm not sure how the Zerg plans to come back from this. He has some weird Stegosaurus lings here, but I would say this is pretty much over. There we go.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Yeah, he just needs to move across the map and kill everything. I mean,
maybe Nano's one of those Terran players that shouldn't play Terran
why?
because they just sit in their own base.
Well, that's how you play there in Terran, no?
No, Terran's the one that's normally dropping you everywhere or doing some sort of harass.
Well, but that's just to get ahead, and I'm pretty sure Nano is well aware that he's super ahead right now. But there's a significant number of roaches coming across the map, and the Banshee's not quite out yet. But there's 3 Cyclones, so let's see what's going to happen here.
Yeah, you're not really doing much against 3 cyclones. Not with that much crazy range.
He should have really made 2 Ravagers or something to... Ah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, because you can zone out the Cyclones with the Ravagers, because they need to... As of now, as patch now, Cyclones cannot shoot while moving. Oh, they can now. Yeah, if they're locked on, they can. But if they're not locked on, they can't. And yeah, you never know. I mean, Blizzard might change it yet. They did with the Battlecruiser.
That Battlecruiser change is ridiculous.
The Battlecruiser can now bruise while cruising. Yeah, that's the way of it. Thank you, Reddit. But yeah, he's throwing away the Ravagers inside.
The Zerg gave up on producing though. Like he's just pretty much not done anything.
Well, he's teching now.
Yeah, but he's still on one base. You can tech all you want, you're just not going to have the production.
Yeah, why would you tech if you're on one base? Why would you tech? Like, there's no scenario where that's going to say he's going to build 5 mutes now, like the guy before. Because that worked out so well, right?
Yeah. I mean, it could have if he actually decided to kill some workers, but
Yeah, but there's 2 Banshees out now. I mean, what's he gonna do now? Build a Spire and or build a Hydra then to defend this?
He does have a Spore in the worst places ever to defend against Banshees. Because they can just sit on the other side of the base and shoot all day.
Yeah, where you want the spores to be is like if you build 2, you build it close to the 2 extractors behind the mineral lines, and then it will cover pretty much everything that you want to cover. Yeah, just Nano, who plays Banniger in this, told us that he played versus the guy 3 times already, and the guy apparently does the same thing always, so he knew what to expect.
Well, for doing the same thing always, he's terrible at it. Like, that was great attack.
Look at Nano scanning for hidden bases because, yeah, that's a thing.
In disbelief that the guy can be that bad at macro.
Well, I mean, he's building a Spire, so why not? He's also got 500 gas saved up, so there's going to be 5 or 6 mutas coming out, which will do great against the Banshees, actually. Sorry?
He just nearly one-shotted his own cyclone.
He did?
Yeah. He just shot it with everything. Had to repair it.
Okay. Well, 3 Banshees just took out a Queen, and there's a completely undefended base with undefended roaches down here, so this is gonna go down. Mutas are not gonna be out in time to save this, I believe. But they might be well in time to chase the Banshees and kill them afterwards.
Although I was about to say, he can't see the Banshees until the Overseer comes, but I don't think the Overseer's even fast enough.
Well, the Banshees are dead. So
if he decided to run there, I don't think the Overseer could have kept up, but at this point, it didn't even matter.
I mean, it's got like 300 minerals per patch left, and then he's down to half a base. And Terran's moving into his 3rd, so what else do you need to tell? I mean, at this point, you just build army and go kill the Zerg. Because what's he gonna do? Build 3 more mutas?
I don't know, but
that's okay, yeah, he built 3 more mutas, and guess
this guy's got as good a mute account as the guy I played.
I mean, Panager doesn't even give a fuck because he just built 2 missile turrets because it doesn't matter at this point because he's so far ahead. He's double upgrading from double upgrading his mech. So yeah, White Ninja, I was thinking about maybe doing a cast that is not cheesy games, so if I get enough replays for that, I might consider doing it. Just send me the replay, label them clearly as not cheese, but great game or something, and then I can do that. Nano's also getting all the upgrades now, I don't even know what that is. This is high-sec auto-tracking, this I know, but what the fuck is this?
One.
The second one to the right. Nano, what's that upgrade? Is that the new Widowmine upgrade, or is that the new bunker upgrade, or there's a combined steel frame something upgrade now, right?
I don't actually know what that upgrade is.
Yeah, me neither.
It's not the wood.
That's not the everything one, okay. But what does the everything one do?
Is it the transformation servos, maybe? Is it the one that lets the Hellbats morph?
The turret upgrade, okay. And what does the turret upgrade do these days? I completely missed that, actually.
Is that not the combined one?
What?
I think that's the combined one that combined like the armor, the range, and all the upgrades that nobody ever got before.
It's just increased range for turrets, apparently. So that's a neat thing to have, I guess, versus Mutas. The Mutas that just die to mass Vikings and Thors. Good game. Thors have machetes now, by the way, if you wonder. And thus we move on to game 5, which is the long-promised and also long-lost replay of White Ninja beating the crap out of some poor guy with cheese. White Ninja, for those of you who don't know him, which will be most of you that have watched so far and are not in the clan, he's our almost GM Protoss. He technically was GM at one point, but hasn't been for a long while because he's played Overwatch too much, and so yeah, that's kind of how it is. But he's very good. I mean, he beats my ass every time I play him. So let me tell me when you're in. I'm at 7 seconds right now.
Yeah, so now.
Okay, then I'm gonna play now, and you're gonna play now. And in the bottom right, we have the red Protoss, who is implying that he is a Protoss. Maybe, I don't know.
And the top left, the blue Protoss, we have all inspirations White Ninja,
who just got overly defensive and tells us he plays League of Legends now, which in my opinion is 1,000-fold worse than Overwatch.
I don't know. I've actually played League of Legends reasonably recently. Like Overwatch, I wouldn't play if you paid me.
I would. I mean, I just hate League of Legends because I started out with Dota. I mean, the original Dota, and then I went to Heroes of New Earth when it came out, and then I played Dota, and then I got super excited about League of Legends, and then I tried it, and then I was like, what the fuck, you can't deny creeps, I'm not playing this child's game, go away. And that's been my opinion so far.
Oh,
so.
Oh, this build. Oh, God. It's the 4-gate Zealot. Or maybe he's going to do the 3-gate.
It's a fucking proxy. It's a fucking proxy versus a cannon rush. Okay. I think the proxy wins, if I remember correctly. Because reasons.
It's debatable.
Now, how do you count your cannon rushes? As a Zerg, I count your cannon rushes, I get links into his base and he dies.
Once the cannons are up, it's nearly impossible, especially with just Zealot.
Yeah, but the Protoss is not going to have a base in a second. Because there's only one cannon on the high ground, and Zealots are going to tear down that cannon quickly, I believe.
Yeah, but it's going to turn into cannons versus Zealots with nobody being able to make anything, which works out badly. Although, this guy's an idiot and walled in one of his probes.
Yeah. He's also defending quite well at home. I guess you would expect that from around 5,300 MMR. And
he has locked half his probes out of his base, though.
Yeah, and the problem is White Ninja doesn't have enough to build a Nexus. Although, he put down a Nexus. Okay, I stand corrected. There's also a false flag probe accompanying the probes of White Ninja.
This might actually be enough Zealot to break in. Yeah. Ooh.
Zealots in the mineral line. I repeat, we have Zealots in the mineral line. And as of now, I believe White Ninja has the upper hand when it comes to probes, because there's only 7 probes left for implying, and one of them is walled in here, which slowly biting his way out. There's also not enough stuff for implying to build any more Nexuses or cannons, or even pylons at this point, or even probes at this point.
He doesn't actually have a probe out on the map. Like,
well, one soon, one.
Yeah, once it eventually breaks it out.
It's breaking down. Okay, Plank just goes like, yeah, well, I guess I fucked that up, and he goes GG. But to be fair, I mean, to be fair, a proxy should always beat a cannon rush. I believe. It's my belief.
That game reminds me how PvP used to be. It used to be proxy, like both players would proxy 2 gates in each other's base.
Pretty much.
And then halfway through the game, you'd swap your mains. That used to be a fun time. You'd start the map.
Filthy time, you mean?
And halfway through, you'd be on the other side of the map.
Well, thanks everybody for bearing with us here through this episode 19 of my Omlette de Fromage. Thank you, Glyn, for casting with me.
Anytime.
And please kindly send in your replays, so we might cast you next week when it's episode 20 time. If we get enough replay, we're gonna do more than 5 for the anniversary episode. So send in your replays, and I'm gonna have more cheese next week. See you on Sunday at 11 p.m. CET. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.